Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a popular birria. And what I mean by popular is that you guys have been swamping my emails, my DMs, my messages, my comments that you guys want the popular birria and the birria taco and the consomme from the Instagram videos. So guess what? I've enhanced the flavor in my birria to satisfy your taste buds, and whether you like a more thicker, creamier broth, and I say creamy because when you use bone, it provides a creaminess and just that gelatinous flavor to your broth that's delicious. But if you like more of a subtle broth, you can keep using my previous recipe, which I'll link in the description area. So now that I've said that, get ready to make it comfortable for your home because we are gonna tear it up. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you have your notifications set. So when you see that subscribe button, you have to be subscribed in order to click the notification. So that's going to be for you guys to decide. I'd rather you guys subscribe and click the notifications. You get to choose when you want the recommendation or the notification for my videos. And it's gonna be up to you.
Oh no, I want you guys to click all, please.
God wants to see you here every single day because we are uploading every single day going forward for the remainder of the year. You guys miss me, I hear you, I'm here for you. I don't burn out, I have a lot of energy to give you and a lot of recipes. So let's get started on this. And before I go, huge shout out to all of you that have been donating to the Deepwater Foundation. We want to get everybody in the United States some running water, and it really fills my heart and my soul, especially with what I've been going through lately, that you guys were able to donate and spread the word. That's really important to us, so shout out to each and every one of you that's donated and those that have spread the word.
Shout out to our bells!
Ooh, shout out to everybody. You know, it gets exciting. I am so in disbelief, but I'm also very honored that you guys have selected me and promoted me. So thank you so much. Let's get to this recipe. To our pot of hot water, you want to add your beef bone. Okay. If you can't get a hold of your beef bone, that's okay. This recipe still works with just the beef that we're going to put in here. The only thing is that I want to make sure you guys get a really good flavor in your broth, okay? Because when you have consomme beef broth, you really have to bring it. We're going to go ahead and add our chuck roast, our diez mío. You want to make sure you have some water enough to cover your beef, okay? Because the broth is what sells out the fastest. We're gonna add our onion. And our chiles want to come in already. Put them in. Add your chiles guajillos. Your whole garlic and your bay leaves. Okay. To begin the flavor process for our broth, we're gonna add just a handful of our carrots. If you don't like carrots, you can keep them out, but they really bring a delicious flavor to this combination that I have. Gonna add our salt and our chicken bouillon. Last time I showed you guys how to make birria, I was out of chicken bouillon, but this is the way that I prefer it. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna have this on a medium-high heat. We're gonna bring this up to a boil for about 15 minutes, and since we have the beef bone in here, we're gonna come and skim all the impurities once you start seeing it float. So it should happen anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. You're gonna start seeing all those impurities and you wanna take them out because you want this broth to be nice and clear. So I'll see you guys in, you know what, hang tight. I'll see you when all the impurities start showing up. I wanna say, do you see all those nasties? But it's actually delicious. You can keep it in or take it out. We're gonna take it out so we can have a clean, pure broth for you. Trying to impress you. I want you guys to eat well. If you guys like this skimmer, I'm enjoying them. We have them on the Amazon storefront, which you can find the link in our description area. that's a big old onion. Look at that.
My favorite. I like the garlic and the onion when it's cooked down in a stew or broth.
For those of you that don't have a preference for beef, make sure to let me know so that way I can figure out if you guys want me to give you the chicken birria that I have. That's the one that Cloud usually gets. And do you love it, Cloud?
I do love it.
You don't miss a thing, do you?
No way.
And you don't want to miss a thing. All right, friends.
Are you saying this is going to save the world?
It's going to save your heartache.
Okay.
Okay? Soup tends to do that. Un consomé, un caldito. Once you've taken out your impurities, we're going to go ahead and let this boil for another hour until our beef gets nice and tender. I'm going to put a lid on it halfway so it doesn't boil over. And then at that point, we're going to come back and add our carrots. But for the time being, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make that delicious birria chili oil that I've perfected for my family, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, friends, if you like spice, make sure to look in the description area because I'm going to give you a recommendation for a good spice and flavor for this chili oil, okay? Also, I want to take a few moments to give a shout out to my friend, Everybody Loves Jerry. If you look it up on Instagram, you have been making my recipes a lot. I'm very grateful because I get a lot of feedback, and actually this recipe's been requested from over 100 people, like from DMs that I can get a hold of, or messages like show us how to make this birria chili oil, and you guys know I'm always going to deliver in flavor and cut the time. So shout out to you, and shout out to all my silent viewers. You guys are holding this channel together, so I love you. You guys know I love everybody. Yeah, enough talking, let's make this chili oil. Before I begin to make our chili oil for this delicious birria, I'm going to go over the peppers that I'm using, and I'm only going to go over them because I know a lot of you worry about the spice level of your chiles when you're making Mexican food. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, the chile guajillo or a dried Anaheim, New Mexico chili are pretty good for this. I think that the guajillo in particular is a little bit more mild. The New Mexico tends to be a little bit spicier, but these are the two that I've been purchasing at my store that seem to be working. And you're gonna notice when it's a fresh chile, it's gonna be a soft chili pod. And when it's been there for a while, it's gonna be a lot tougher. Like these that said that they come from Mexico, they're a lot softer and pliable. So what you wanna do is you wanna take as many of the seeds as you can out of there, and let's get started on making this delicious chile. Look at this delicious blend. It is so amazing. It tastes good just on its own, sprinkled over something. That particular blend you guys are gonna love. And I used my coffee grinder, and I did a fine grind with all the ingredients that are mentioned in the description. Also, I have a little bit of the guajillo. This is just one pepper, and we're gonna use that to infuse our oil. And we have our oregano. And now that you know all this, we're gonna get started.
We have the chilies linked in the Amazon storefront, the New Mexico ones and California.
Wonderful. So if you guys are interested in these chiles, just to kind of get an idea, see if you spot them at your grocery store, you can take a look at the Amazon storefront, and you can take a peek, either buy them there or at your convenience, wherever you guys can get a hold of them.
She's ready to fry.
Yep, we're ready to fry. You see those bubbles on a wooden spoon, wooden chopstick only. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our chiles. Ooh, that smell comes through instantly. So we're just gonna let these dance in here for a little bit. And as soon as they turn that burnt dark color, we're gonna take them out. Be very careful with this. Use Club Junior, don't try this at home by yourselves. And don't throw that chili away. I'll show you guys what we're gonna do with it right now. I always got something brewing for you guys. So now let's go ahead and add our chili blend. Oregano. And we're gonna get ready to start mixing really fast, okay? We good there, Cloud?
Almost. All right, I think this is as close as I can get.
Yes. Before I pour this oil in, I want to let you guys know a lot of the times when it's super red, it's because it has food dye in here, or red food coloring. So if you want to add a few drops for yourself just to make it enhance it, if you're showing off for your family, you can. But for me, we don't need it. I save that dye for my hot Cheetos and my fingers. That smells delicious.
Yes, it does.
Don't taste it right now. It's too hot. I definitely recommend you guys making this in advance the day before or 2 days before, because once you let these oils set for 2 days, woo! Flavor Town. You guys know who says Flavor Town? Let me know in the comments. Do you know, Cloud?
No.
You don't know who says Flavor Town? Well, I think by this point they're already gonna know, so I should say it. Guy Fieri, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Let me lift some of the spices up. You see that? That darkness? It's all the flavor you need. And look at, you can see the oil right there. So obviously, you see that?
Yes, hold on. The camera is flipping out because it's like, what is all of this goodness? There it is.
See if you can see it.
Oh, yes.
Now, if you add some food dye, red food dye, you're gonna get a more pungent color, like the ones you guys are being advertised at certain delicious places that offer this dish.
Girl, don't let you fall for those advertisements.
I do too. I mean, what can I say? I'm human. So let's see how red this oil is. Con unas papitas, unas sabritas, some chips. Ready? Okay, dear. So this particular one is really good on chips. You mix it up with a little sour cream. But I'm going to tell you, for this particular birria, this chili oil is going to bring it for you.
Bendito.
Can be here all day.
Fantastic.
Ready?
I'm here with you.
Yay! Let's go ahead and transfer our chili oil into a container, a really good one. Let me mix it so it all flows in there nicely. You ready, honey?
I'm ready. I'm here with you. Whoa, that's super red. Ooh, that layer of oil there.
You're
So
excited?
Yes.
You guys ask me a lot, how long do these oils keep? It's gonna be up to you and your family, because I really don't know what my family members do behind my back. So I usually keep a nice little spoon around for particular chili oils that I'm using. Also, how much air, how much germs get in there, it's gonna be up to you. My chili oil doesn't last long in my house. I think max 5 days, and I kind of start making it depending on my recipes for the next week and have that available. But my regular chili oil, I always have that one made because my mom absolutely loves it, and since, you know, I'm always trying to please my mom, I get really excited about it.
And Bebek too, girl. I see him put that chili oil on everything. He loves it.
Yes, I have a recipe coming for you guys with the combo with the ranch I taught you guys how to make. So make sure that you guys stay tuned to the channel, because that one's gonna be super easy and delicious for you guys to make. So now that we've made this chili oil, let's go check on our birria. I'm excited. It smells so good in here.
Nice. Okay, here's the camera. Go check.
It's been 1 hour for us, friends, and everything is looking lovely. I'm gonna recommend you at this point, if you lost a lot of your water, you can add about 2 to 4 cups of boiling water to get your broth back in here at this moment. And then I want you to taste the salt content. If at this point the salt and the flavor content is not to your liking, you can sprinkle a little bit of chicken bouillon and go from there. Start small and add gradually. Okay? Now that I've said that, we're gonna go ahead and get our chilies out.
You guys see my blender from there?
No.
No? I'm just
No,
putting
you
them. I'm just putting them in my blender. So you're gonna have to browse in here to make sure you get all the chiles. If you guys have been cooking with me for a while, you know I always add my stone from the molcajete so that it can help tenderize my meat and keep that warm heat that we need in this pot to break down all those lovely elements of our beef. There we go. And that's a tip you get when you watch my videos. If you can't get all of them, that's fine. Get as many as you can that you have in here, because that's where our flavor's at. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blend my chile with a little bit of the broth, and I'll see you guys shortly.
1, 2, 3, 4. So just make sure to blend this for about a minute or so. We want it to be purified. We don't want any of the flakes from the chili. And if you don't have a speedy blender, you can go ahead and strain it into your broth. But for me, this is gonna be good enough. So let's go ahead and pour it in.
Okay, let's go ahead and add to our broth. I'll get a little bit so I can get all that deliciousness from here. Once you've blended your chili and you placed it into your broth, now we're gonna go ahead and add our carrots, okay? And if you're not adding carrots, go ahead and keep it out, but I'm gonna tell you, it adds a really good flavor to the blend that I have going on. I know it's kind of difficult when you're used to having a recipe the way your family does it, and then they're gonna criticize you when you don't, but I'm already used to it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the lid back on and I'm gonna let this cook for about 30 to 45 minutes. All I'm waiting for is for our carrots to cook, and our beef should be nice and shredded by then. Remember that chili that we saved to the side from our chili oil? You wanna add that in here. And luckily, there was a loose little chile, so I'm just gonna blend this and we're gonna pour it into our blend, okay? Notice how with this particular recipe I didn't add water for my sink. I only mixed all these little things that I want the flavors out with the broth. Look how beautiful that is. As beautiful as the person who made it.
Ay, gracias, gracias. Now let's go ahead. My mouth is watering as usual. Let's go ahead and continue to cook this, and I'll see you guys shortly when it's ready. How to tell when your birria is done is when your beef is fall apart like that. Okay? You should be able to stick a fork in there and just start having it shred, pull apart. So if your time frame's a little bit different, don't worry, just cook it a little bit, go by 15 minutes and then come back and check and see where you're at, okay? So that's how you make the birria. Now let me show you how to serve it. When I'm serving birria, I always like to make my birria in the big chunk, but if you guys choose to chop it up into smaller pieces so it can cook faster, it's easier also when you're gonna serve for your family. But if you didn't do that step, which I usually don't, you wanna bring it onto a cutting board and start cutting up pieces that your family is gonna enjoy. Okay? So let's go ahead and serve this delicious birria because I can't even focus because I just wanna eat.
You guys know I'm a foodie. I chopped off a little piece, but if you see here, that little tendon part, sometimes there's so many of them that you can't get the grasp if it's gonna be soft enough, but I'm telling you, 2.5 hours to 3, your beef is super soft. You see? That'll make it difficult for you to press and kind of gauge it. But look at how tender that is.
Yes, ma'am.
That part right there with just a tortilla on its own. Sold.
It's going down right now, isn't it?
Okay. So start pouring in your broth. Whoever wants carrots gets carrots. And I find that with us in our family, my mom always put carrots. And kind of used to it. I like that flavor.
It's our favorite part.
Yeah. So put as many carrots as you like. I know a lot of you get worried when I put the garlic in that particular way, but don't. It's fine.
It serves a purpose.
Yeah, you teach your kids to move around it and put it to the side.
Or take it and put it on your tortilla. Add a little salt to it. Roll it up and enjoy.
Okay. Yes, let's go ahead and top this. Hear ye, hear ye. Let's get started. How many times do I say that in a video, you guys?
That's fun.
Okay, so go ahead and add your portion of cabbage. A little bit of your onions and cilantro. Okay. And then...
that magical chili oil.
yeah, the broth on its own in here, you guys can see the oil. That's all from the beef. All the little fat right here you see is what released all that oil on the top, okay?
Oh, yes.
Now this is for the ones that are...
the naughty ones?
yeah, the ones like Jerry that asked me for this, okay?
Don't lie, girl. How many times have you had some of that oil during this filming?
Stop.
Oh, you're shy. Okay.
So go ahead and pour your desired amount
Oh, that's so
of
beautiful.
oil. And make sure to keep it next to where you're serving so that everybody can get in on that.
Or away from the person that's eating all the oil.
Yeah.
We're not going to say any names.
Well, if you guys see my face shiny here in the next few months, you know what I've been doing. You guys always ask me. I eat.
You eat good oils, don't you?
I eat good. Let me move my hair back.
Oh my goodness. You guys want to see
Almost
this? She's
almost
moving her
upset.
hair back. She's leaning in.
I'm leaning with it. Ooh.
Rock with
Yes.
it. Sorry, I'm just laughing at all the tasting that you've done already.
You know, I wish I could tell you guys what I eat in a day, but it's like when I cook, that's when I do most of my eating. Oh my god, look at how beautiful that oil looks.
Guys, she's distracting us from me calling her out on her eating, what she did. Ooh. What's going on? What's going on? Talk to us. Tell us what you're
I
feeling.
can't with my life. This is amazing.
I'm your food therapist. What are you feeling right now?
Girl, I know you don't eat beef, but...
Tell Mama. Tell Mama what you're feeling. I'm going to be eating beef next month. So if I say no to my tias, I'm going to be
You're
kicked
going to
out
be
of
in
the family.
trouble. They're already tired of your nonsense, but... You guys, this is amazing. The flavor that comes through is so delicious. I think that adding the bone in here definitely gives you more of a creamy, fatty taste to it. But I don't know, both recipes that I've given you guys are pretty much similar, and they're both equally as delicious.
This one's more for flexing though, isn't it? Like if you have guests over and you're showing that oil.
This is for like fiesta style, you know what I mean? But when it's like during the week and you want to feed your family, be there because your husband or whoever's craving it, the other recipe is like quick.
I'm so extra though, I would make this version instead of the other one. For myself.
It depends on the time I have. Girl, you know I don't mind making a 5-course meal
Oh, I know.
on a weekday.
And I don't mind eating it.
Like I told you guys, I get all my responsibilities done and then I come to town and hang out with you guys.
That's right.
I guess I can't say I'm not social. I'm super social now.
Quiere llorar. Quiere llorar.
You know what? The oregano that I put in here and that chili oil really brings it together. And it brings it together not in a pozole flavor, but in its own unique flavor.
I'm saving my tortilla for the taco, girl.
Do you feel that this is more like if you're sick or you're feeling down or a hangover, you eat it more like this?
I think this
Instead
is
of the
like
taco?
tacos, dude. You eat it every day.
Girl, but I'm saying like the brothier type, and then the tacos are more for like once your stomach settles. It's a 2-course kind of deal.
Yeah, girl. It's like those tamales. You know how when you start eating a tamal, or at least I do, I come back to the pot after I'm done eating one, and then I eat another one. I go for a walk and do my things, and I come back and tear up another one. You guys have seen me.
So this is a 2-course meal right now.
Uh-huh. That's so good.
She still has space, you guys, in her stomach to make the tacos and eat them. Don't
Girl,
worry.
don't act like they haven't seen me tear it up on mukbang, okay? They know I eat. Ando muy delicada, like I don't want to get all the chili on myself, but I want to get it in my system. Okay, you're gonna get the beef from your birria, and you're gonna just get jiggy with it.
That word scares me.
Oh my goodness, I meant to the Will Smith kind of way, okay? Sorry if it's a little loud for you guys with the headphones. I'll turn it down. So all we want to do is just give this a quick chop. In my family, the adults, we like that fat on here, but for the little ones, give them that over there so they can enjoy it. They can grow into eating the fatty parts. I had to grow into eating the fatty parts. That's why I say that. Okay, so you just want to give that a quick chop and a quick taste. Yeah, doing good. Now that we've chopped up our birria beef, I'm going to show you the other ingredients we're going to need to assemble this delicious taco I'm about to show you how to make. Yeah! You're going to need some finely chopped white onion, cilantro. I'm using mozzarella today, but use whatever melty cheese that you can get a hold of. You can get a hold of Munster, if you can get a hold of queso Oaxaca, but today we're going to do mozzarella. And this is optional. I like my birria with cabbage, even in my tacos. So I have some finely chopped cabbage. And you're gonna pick your favorite tortillas. I know some of you have a difficult time getting a hold of a good brand of tortillas. I'm very blessed to live in a community where we have a store that produces some wonderful tortillas. And if you're trying to pick your tortillas, pick the ones that aren't so flimsy. Nice thick tortillas are gonna be great for this particular recipe. So let's head on over to my stove so we can get this started. You guys asked me how I've been losing weight like this. I'm just kidding, I haven't, but if you just have the broth here and the beef for your dinner, you guys are gonna be good. You're gonna see that your system is gonna handle it a little bit better. Even just the broth by itself with the cabbage, it's gonna help you. I think in Mexican cultures, you have a lot of, when you're on a diet, you have consomé, which is a beef bone broth with cabbage, and you start losing weight. It's nutritious for you. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a little bit of our broth from our birria and the consomé. Like you can see the color, you know it's gonna be good. I'm gonna go ahead and place this on the back pan. When all your seasonings settle to the bottom, just stir it so that you can get an even distribution, okay? And we're gonna put our oil in our pan. And it was Cloud's idea to get another white pan to show you guys the difference in the oil color. You see that? Wonderful. And then this one over here is just the natural cooking one.
Just the broth.
So it's gonna be up to you guys. I just wanna make sure that I clarify, none of my burners are on with all these ingredients. My grill is super hot right now. I wanna make sure that you guys know that even if you don't have a little grill, you can use it on a pan. Works equally as good. For me, this is just an easier process to show you. Also, make sure that you're tipping your birria person. This is a tedious job, and to bring a flavor like this, it takes hours when they do it at restaurants. So make sure you guys are tipping. Let's get ready to dip. Quick dip in your broth. Boom. Quick dip in your oil. First, you want to add your cheese so it can begin to melt. The desired amount of birria.
your cilantro and your onions. You know I like it cheesy, girl.
Get your
You guys, yeah, you guys like it cheesy. Let me know in the comments. I'm cheesy like that. All right. Woo! And you can always add a little bit extra of your oil.
It smells like a taqueria in here.
Woo! Yes! So all you want is for it to crisp up. You might need 2 spatulas. Let me see how this one's sticking for me here. Not bad. Not bad, not bad.
That cheese on the bottom's the best, right? On the grill?
Yes, yes. So all we want to do is we want to make sure that we crisp up both sides of the taco so that way it doesn't fall apart when you're eating it. Who thinks I should eat this piece?
No, we know you're gonna eat that piece. She's got a pile of meat over here on the side.
Let's just say I'm getting full. ¿Estamos listos? Ahí están sus taquitos. Now let's go ahead and get our consomme cup going. Our cup of delicious birria broth.
Yep, she's packing it to go.
Yep, you're gonna pour as much as the cup allows you. That's why I always tell you guys, if you're gonna be using it for this particular reason, go ahead and add a little bit extra water and adjust. We get some toppings.
I bumped my head on the stove. The top of the hood.
You okay? I do that a lot. Nice little cabbage. Como ya tenemos aceitito, un poquito más nomás. You don't need that much. And you guys are set with your little taco and your broth. You asked and I deliver. How do you get the birria consomme and the birria taco? Just like this. Dip it in. And wash it down. Oh, careful because it's hot. Girl, I want to sing Luis Miguel to this.
I would.
This is so good, I want to cry. Let me clean myself up. Ay, qué bueno está. Yes, that's everything. Don't be shy when you're eating this. Just go to town.
No, you're not being shy.
What, because I look like Rosa Salvaje? Mira. All right, one more bite.
You look really cute with that chili oil dripping from your lip.
Thank you, it's really good. Ooh! Está caliente. Yeah, I composed myself. I'm trying to keep my eyes open for you. You know when it sets in that warm broth in your system and then the taco and the food coma comes along? I'm in need of a nap. I'm in need of a bebe kind of hair day at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. If you have questions, Cloud and I are going to be on the lookout in case you guys are going to be making it. Come back and let me know, hey Steph, I'm going to be making this recipe today. And that way I can keep an alert of when you guys are posting comments on YouTube. So that way I can reply to you if you run across anything different, especially if it's your first time making it. Cloud and I are here for you. Are you here for them, Cloud?
I'm here for them.
She's here. We love you guys. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios.
No.
You didn't want to say that with me?
Bye. I open my lips and do lip singing, lip talking. I'm like.
Yeah, for those of you that want to see my sister, remember that we have a sister channel, and we pretty much go cruising a lot. We vlog, we mukbang and eat.
It's an unfiltered channel.
It's unfiltered. Beware, it's not yet rated. But we have a lot of fun, and we're going to start including more things. We're close to our 10K celebration. Yes. I don't think you guys want to miss that one.
Oh, we have a special mukbang coming up on that channel.
Yes, we do. So make sure if you guys like my mukbangs, you sign up over there. I do use curse words or adult language, so just be warned. We're not rated over there. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Excuse me. Excuse me, what you eat, boo-boo?
Nina, don't embarrass him.
What is boo-boo? Ya viene el Chava.
He already got in trouble at work.
Chava's already ready to eat some beef. He knows that once this boils, he's going to want some.
He got in big trouble today.